Go.
Cuckoo everyone, and welcome back to Matt Made. I'm really happy once again that you are all here with me, but today is a very special episode because I am not only cooking this recipe by myself, but if you click on the link down below, you're going to see someone else, another YouTube cook, be able to cook this channel. Her name is Soulfult. She posts different kinds of cooking videos every Tuesday, and she has a lot of variety, and she's one of my inspirations for cooking here on YouTube. So our meal today that both Soulfult and I are going to be cooking is Fettuccine Alfredo. Now my cheap and easy style is a one-pot recipe that's super great for lunch and super delicious, and you can make it on a dime. So if you come over here, you can check out some of the ingredients. I've just got some heavy cream, obviously some salt and some pepper. I've got one clove of chopped garlic, some grated parmesan cheese, broccoli, because I like to stay healthy, and some linguine noodles. Now I would suggest using fettuccine, but we only have linguine noodles here, so let's go ahead and get started. So here I've got my linguine noodles, simple pre-boxed linguine noodles, and you can either put them into your salted boiling water as whole noodles, but I am definitely a breaker, so I'm going to go ahead and put them in there. Oops, I'm going ahead and put them in there, broken in half, just so they fit in the pot better. If you have a bigger pot, then you can definitely do that. So I'm going to let these boil in here for about 8 minutes or till they're al dente, not fully cooked, but al dente, because we'll cook the rest later. And then at the end, I'm going to add some of my broccoli to steam it and put it in there. Remember, this is all going in one pot. You need one pot, and that is all. So come back, and I'll have some cooked broccoli and pasta. So I am looking in here, and all I'm doing is sauteing some garlic and some butter. Now before this, all I did was I drained my pasta and my broccoli out, and they're just sitting in a colander back. So this is the same pot, and all I've done, it's waterless, and it has garlic in it, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some heavy cream. Make sure this is heavy cream and not milk or anything else. And you don't want to pour this in on too high of a heat because otherwise the cream will separate, and we do not want that. So take a whisk, take your cream, and pour it in here and start whisking. I'm just going to whisk, whisk, whisk. And it's a good idea to take your last spoon out. So we're just going to whisk this. And depending on the amount of pasta you have, it's going to change the amount of cream you want to add to your dish. Alright, so we're going to whisk this and wait till it gets a little thicker, and then you will join me. Here I am mixing some of the cream. Now you want to make sure that you do not step away from the cream, because otherwise it'll coat the bottom and it'll burn and it will taste yucky, icky, gross. Okay? To test to see if your cream is thick enough, you just want to take an everyday cheap spoon, you know, I like cheap, knock over everything in your possession, just kidding, and you want to see if the cream is coating the spoon, and if it's coating the spoon and it's thicker, then it's done. And for me, I know it's done. Now normally you make a roux with flour and butter to thicken this, but since this is one pot, easy, cheap, and simple, we're not going to do that. Our cream is thick. And now we're going to add the delicious part of it. We're going to add the Parmesan cheese. So once again, depending on however much pasta you made, this is going to change the amount. And definitely I'll put some kind of amount in the recipe below. So I am going to add the cheese and continue whisking as I add the cheese. And the cheese is going to thicken this up and flavor it as well. So when I have a full sauce, I am going to salt and pepper it to taste, and then you will come back and we will watch the next step together. So as you see, I'm still whisking, and the sauce is nice and thick and creamy, and it's going to be delicious. I've tasted it, trust me. But now it's time to add back in our pasta and our broccoli to make it the final product that we're going to have, that nice Alfredo. So just simply add it in, and you want to whisk it. Maybe take out a whisk, bring back in your wooden spoon that you had before, whatever you were mixing with, and you're just going to mix it all together. We're going to get a good view of that. So here it all is coming all together. Now look at this. I'm perplexed at how amazing this recipe is because I didn't have to take some time and create this fancy recipe. All I did was mix cream and cheese together and I have this wonderful pasta dish. This is something perfect for if I'm tired after a long day I can come home to and just whip up, and I am going to think that I'm a pretty good cook after that. So when I'm done mixing it together, I'll give it a quick... Alright, here it is. I put it in a bowl, right? That's what we do with food. And I'm about to try it, and I'm really excited because it was easy, it was quick, it was cheap. And I have got this wonderful lunch for myself. So I'm going to twirl some onto my fork. Obviously grab a bite of that broccoli, and here I go. Like I said before, I'm so perplexed that this recipe tastes like a complicated, amazing Fettuccine Alfredo recipe. It's creamy, it's cheesy, it's got a good amount of saltiness. The broccoli adds this really nice crunch. And I'm really excited that I can share this with you because it's cheap, it's easy, and it's great. So, don't forget that this was a collaboration video with my girl, Soulfult. Hey Soulfult, check out her link below in my description box. Click on it and you'll see her version of Fettuccine Alfredo. And do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other videos. And, well, subscribing to my channel, of course. I cannot wait to see you next time for whatever I cook next.
I can't tell you if it's recording or not.
Okay, well then I'll just turn around. Oh, it's recording. A toot!
Wait, no. Do it again.
A toot!